Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan.
Drip. Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
Cat sense when you're stressed and he's trying to calm me down. Oh, yeah? You think that's what it is? Maybe that's what it is. He realizes how stressed out I am right now. It could be. You guys might be onto something. Cool. All right. Let's try again. Let's see if I can get through it this time. So, as you guys know, I've been putting a lot of effort into my newly rebranded channel, DSPThrowback. You know, the retro playthroughs of both Final Fantasy 13 and Red Dead Redemption are live over there. As of this morning, in fact, part 3 of Red Dead Redemption just went live about an hour ago. So I hope that you'll give it a look. If you want my honest opinion, the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough is eh. And it's not because of me. It's because the game is just not that good. The whole first, like, 15 hours of that game are very, very slow-paced and boring. And then the game picks up in, like, the next 15 hours when the game goes open world. Just sucks. I think right now we're, like, 8 or 9 parts in. So, you know, you're talking 4.5, 5 hours into the game. And it's, like, still not that good. Like, when does it get good? It gets good later. But I don't know why they designed it like that. It really is one of the slowest opening builds of any RPG where the beginning sucks, you know? So, yeah. So, anyway, that's good stuff. And I want to say thank you all. Because you guys have been watching the videos and leaving comments and giving, you know, feedback that's helping that channel improve. And that's what it needs, you know? You guys have been asking for that missing lost media content for years and years, and when are those playthroughs ever going to come back? Because they're not on the internet anymore. And you're right. So I'm very happy to bring them back in 30-minute increments, new thumbnails, new titling system, you know, upgraded visuals to 1440p plus 60 frames per second. I'm really enjoying the quality. I'm watching those playthroughs along with you guys because I need to title each part. So I'm there with you, enjoying those playthroughs. I think that it's awesome to have those back. The commentary is definitely that of a bygone era. Meaning there's a lot of things that I say over there that I would not say in the modern day. 2010 is very different from 2014. You know, 14 years changes a lot about society and YouTube as a whole. Back then I was trying to appeal to a more immature teen audience. So I would kind of say over-the-top stuff on purpose to get attention for it. And today I would definitely not do that. But I'm enjoying that channel, okay? It's doing pretty good. For a channel that's only been live a little over a week. You know, I rebranded it at the beginning of the month. I started uploading last Thursday and then, well, 2 Thursdays ago. And then last Thursday was the week anniversary. So it's been about a week and a half. So why am I talking about DSP Throwback? Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. It is partnered. YouTube has approved the partnership in 2 days of it actually qualifying for the partnership. I'm very pleased with this because that means that a lot of features are now enabled. And it means that we can move forward. This door is not going to stay over there. It's going to apparently keep closing or opening. It means that some of the plans we have for that channel can move forward now. Yeah, I'm just going to stop bothering. The door's moving again by itself. Look, watch this. It's going to be on camera in just a sec. You know what it is? It's the fan. The fan is oscillating. It's pushing the door. Anyway, yeah, exactly. No month of waiting needed. It was 2 days. So, wow. And, you know, I have to think that the reason being is because that channel already had been partnered for a very long time. It was only unpartnered because YouTube changed their criteria and made it so that if a channel's idle for an excessive period of time without any uploads or views, that they would essentially unpartner the channel and then you had to requalify. I'm happy it only took about a week to requalify. That's awesome, right? So here's the deal, all right? Do I have any active plans to immediately start doing stuff over there? Like, let's have goals for monetization and stuff. No. I don't have anything plans like that. Our plans for the channel are as follows. Keep uploading Final Fantasy 13 and keep uploading Red Dead 1 and alternate each day with a new video. That's going to stay in place. That's what I wanted to do to begin with. Perhaps if I get a little bit of free time, which I don't know when that would be, but if I get a little bit of free time, I may dive into my hard drives and look for some other missing footage. Like I know for a fact, and by the way, I apologize, my sinuses are really bothering me today. My left sinus is completely stuffed again, and the nasal drip is bothering me. My throat is actually bothering me today, probably because I didn't get a good night's sleep. So my apologies again if I don't sound good and my nose is screwed up. That's what's going on, okay? Anyway, my plans are, outside of just uploading those 2 playthroughs, maybe going into the hard drives and looking for some other missing vlog content. I know for a fact there was like a few different vlogging things that I did way, way back, and those are lost to time. My original vlogging channel, all that content is blocked on YouTube. You can't find it. So I'm actually debating, you know, going and finding that old vlogging content and maybe finding some things that were multiple parts. One of the things we've actually been doing, actually, on DSP versus the Internet, my React show, is watching some older videos of me, like, from my old condo in Connecticut, like, 15 years old. And it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Maybe take the 4 parts, edit them together into, like, one 30, 40-minute video, and have that video be, like, me doing going through my bins back then and seeing what kind of stuff I had. You know, I had games, I had all kinds of stuff, accessories, collectibles, and stuff. I think that'd be a pretty neat video, right? So a little bit more variety of stuff over there, because I am enjoying having the videos there, but I know that people are going to get burned out on just, you know, those game playthroughs. So variety is good. I'm not going to bombard the channel with too much content. Don't worry. I'm not planning on, you know, uploading tons of videos every day or anything like that. That's not the plans for DSP Throwback, okay? But another thing that I wanted to do that now is kind of on the table would be doing a live stream over there. And I guess the question is, what kind of a live stream would you guys like to see first? And I think tonight I'm going to do a special video about this over there. And I'm also going to do a poll on that channel, the first poll I've ever done on that channel in the community tab. Okay, so basically I've had 2 ideas for streams on DSP Throwback. Idea number 1 would be a retro night. And what I mean by that is a night where basically it's kind of a hybrid stream. We'll reminisce about what it was like being a YouTuber 15 years ago, how different the site was, how different, you know, the channel pages, the comment system, the uploading system was, how it was like being a YouTuber, the initial reaction to me uploading videos to YouTube, and basically do like a fielding questions kind of a stream where people can ask me all about old YouTube. And me answer as being a 15-plus year YouTuber. I'm one of the rare ones, right? I really am. I'm one of the rare ones that have been around for that long. And I've seen the site go through so many changes and iterations over the years. I feel like we could have an interesting hangout discussion about that. But in addition, sorry, my nose again. Basically what I'm thinking is, maybe on those nights, like the first hour can be like a hangout session. And then the second hour can be me playing an old game. So, for example, maybe the first hour it's a hangout session and we talk and I have a poll running. What retro game would you like me see me play tonight? Ninja Gaiden, you know, Legend of Zelda original, or, you know, like 3 retro games that are maybe on the Switch or something like that. And in the second hour, I just do a quick throwback gameplay session. It doesn't even have to be something serious or something that's going to be a playthrough. It could just be me hanging out with an old game and us kind of hanging out together with that. You know, because the thing is, I like retro games, but people just don't like them on this channel. I'm going to be honest. Like, every time I play a retro game on here, it doesn't get attention. No one really cares, right? It's like, oh, he should be playing something more new or you know, modern. It's like, at least I get that. But I grew up in the 80s and 90s playing these classic games. I love them. I would love to take time to play them. Like, last year, I wanted to do a retro games marathon. That was my first idea for an event for 2023. And we didn't get anyone really on board for it. No one, because remember, that's when I was still doing member goals for events. We didn't hit the member goal. And I was like, wow, you know, that kind of sucks because I love retro games. I wanted to do it, and we didn't even do it. So that's idea number 1 for that channel, is to do like a retro night where basically, you know, I relax with you guys for like an hour or so, doing some chill talk Q&A about being an old school YouTuber. And then maybe the second half, because you guys will be voting during the first hour, we figure out what retro game to play. Okay, so that's 1. Now, the other idea that I have is a lot different, okay? So as you know, Currently, 2 old playthroughs are on that channel, Final Fantasy 13 and Red Dead Redemption. Within a few more days, a lot more parts will be live. The second idea I have is a react stream where I, in the current day now, react to my old playthroughs, right? So imagine me doing a random 2-hour night stream where I just react to the original start of Final Fantasy 13, or I react to the start of Red Dead Redemption, right? I think that'd be interesting, because obviously you're going to see a huge contrast and difference between the commentary style from back then and today. You might also see some similar things. We might laugh at the old jokes, or we might cringe at the old commentary, right? But I think that's good to look at your past and acknowledge it and say what was right and what was wrong about it, right? Because I can tell you right now, from having watched back some of these videos, that I was saying stuff that is definitely not cool. You know what I mean? Like, for example, there were words that I used to use in the fighting game community all the time. All right? And basically, I would never use those words today. Never. And I'm watching back these playthroughs, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like saying it over and over and over. I mean, 14 years ago, I was a different person. And now I've grown and learned and, you know, matured, but I was just stupid. You know, I was ignorant. I didn't understand that using those words is very harmful, right? So, that could be very interesting to do a stream like that. So those are my 2 ideas for streams over there. And the thing is, now that that channel is monetized, okay, that kind of content is viable. Because, as you know, I run businesses. You know, like DSP Gaming, DSP Reacts, and now DSP Throwback. This is all part of my business strategy of presenting content to you for free. You watch it, you enjoy it, and because you like it, you then opt in to support it because you want to see that content continue. The DSP Throwback project is exactly what it is. It's a project. It's something you guys have asked me for many, many years. You said, will you bring back the throwback content? We really want to see those old playthroughs and stuff, right? So that's cool, and I brought it back, but now that that channel is monetized, it gives me an opportunity to actually, you know, kind of get something out of it. As of now, there's 2 things enabled on the DSP Throwback channel: memberships and super chat / super thanks. Ads are not enabled on the channel yet because I still need to gain something like 700, 800 watch hours on the channel, and then advertisements will be enabled. Okay? It's really dumb how YouTube does this. They have this weird new system they implemented last year. So your channel has to have a certain number of subscribers to qualify for one level, a certain number of subscribers to qualify for the other level, a certain number of watch hours for this level, watch hours for that level, and none of it makes any logical sense. It's just some manager who works at YouTube sitting in a boardroom with a bunch of yes men around them saying, I'm going to make some arbitrary numbers up now of how people can qualify for our partner program. There's no science behind them. Because it doesn't make, just think of it this way. If you have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours in a year, you can get memberships and you can get super chats. If you get, Jasper, no, you're not going to chew this wire. If you get, Jasper Kitty, release the wire. Look what he's doing to my headphone wire. Let me put it up here so he won't do that. Okay. If you get 1,000 subscribers, so double the amount for memberships and super chats, but 4,000 watch hours in a year, you could then get ads on your videos. Where'd you get those numbers from? Does that even make any, just think about that. Does that make any logical sense? Double the amount of subscribers, but only increase your watch hours by 25%, but then you qualify for ads. It's just some guy who doesn't use the site, doesn't understand the site, knows nothing about it, in a boardroom making an arbitrary decision. And this happens all the time with this kind of business. Some person who just has no street smart hands-on experience, oh, I'll just make a number up out of thin air. If you qualify for one, you should just qualify for the other. It shouldn't be halfway here, halfway there, halfsies. It's stupid, okay? But YouTube actively does not employ anyone who actually uses the site. They employ a bunch of coders and a bunch of business people. So they don't really get it, okay? Anyway, so basically, right now we got memberships and we have super chats on the channel. Once we get more viewing hours on the channel, then it'll enable ads. And based on the rate that we're going, with the amount of people watching the channel and everything, probably another 1 to 2 weeks if I were just to release like one video a day like I'm doing. And then it's going to qualify for the advertisements. However, there's a couple kind of snafus in that. Number one, half the videos of Final Fantasy 13 are already not monetizable because of copyright. You might say, well, that doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Well, listen to this. Many years ago, okay, Square Enix put a bunch of promotional material on YouTube for Final Fantasy 13. And when they did so, they fed it into YouTube's copyright match system. Okay? So, what it was like the intro to the game, like the first cutscene, and then it was like various fights from the early parts of the game. So the first area and the second area, there's like a fight from each area that they showed off to showcase their game as like promo stuff. But because they fed it into YouTube's copyright system and it was direct feed footage, anyone who does a playthrough of Final Fantasy 13 now gets copyright matched to that. I know that sounds stupid. Like, I'm uploading my playthrough from 2010, and I'm getting told your footage from 2010 is already copyright matched to Square Enix footage from promo materials that they put on YouTube. Like, it's not the same playthrough at all. It's not. I'm not using their footage. They don't have the rights to my footage. This is a Let's Play or playthrough, as opposed to them just doing direct feed footage to promo their game. But YouTube doesn't care. Okay? At all. They don't care. So, out of the, I think, 9 videos of Final Fantasy 13 that I have uploaded right now, I want to say like 4 or more already, I can't monetize them. Meaning, you can't do a super thanks on the video. There's no ads on that video forever. Like, there's nothing I can do. I tried disputing them, and the thing is, it could take up to 2 weeks to see if Square Enix will do anything about it. A lot of the times, these companies just let it go, but sometimes they'll actually be stupid and obstinate and be like, oh no, that's our content from 15 years ago, and then you can't monetize it. So I don't know what they're going to do. But basically, the way I see it is, you know, I'd like to get the watch hours on that channel up to the point where I can like monetize stuff, but there's no guarantees that I'm even going to be able to monetize half the content on the channel. These old playthroughs, right? Luckily, I've had no problems with Red Dead Redemption as of yet. It's not like I didn't get any Rockstar claims or anything like that, so that's a good thing. But if I do stream on that channel, right? Like, let's say if next week we do a random night stream just to kind of break in the channel and do a stream on there and see how it goes, see who shows up, that stream would actually help the watch hours significantly. For those who don't know, live stream view hours are great. Like, they help a channel a ton for this kind of metric stuff. So, if I did a stream and there's only 200 viewers, but the stream goes for like 2 hours, it actually will help the channel a ton for the view hour thing, okay? And I need that. Like, I need the channel's view hours boosted to qualify for the full partnership of putting ads on the videos. So, I'm debating one night next week doing a late night stream on DSP Throwback just to do our first ever stream and kind of, you know what they say, when you launch a ship, you break the bottle on it, you christen the ship. So it's kind of like we would be christening the channel and doing our first ever stream over there, right? So, that's what I'm thinking. But anyway, as of this morning, over on DSP Throwback, if you're enjoying the content on that channel, you have 2 options. You can leave a super thanks on any video that is monetizable, meaning the Red Dead Redemption playthrough, and I think like every other part of the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough. Not part 1, but I think maybe part 2, and then probably like not part 3, but maybe part 4. So you can leave super thanks on the videos. Now, what's a super thanks? It's basically a super chat that you guys would do on the chat when I'm streaming, but it's on an on-demand video. It shows as a highlighted comment on the video, and what I do is I actively, you know, highlight those, and I say thank you. I'll respond to your comment and say thank you if you leave a super thanks. Now, I almost never get super thanks. Here on DSP Gaming, over on DSP Reacts, I almost never. It's like an afterthought. Most people don't use them, okay? I'm happy when I do get one, but it's like once a month I'll get a super thanks. Seriously, that's how rare it is, okay? So, am I expecting to get a super thanks or anything like that? Probably not, all right? But you could become a member over there if you would so like. That's up to you. I am not pushing memberships on DSP Throwback in any way, shape, or form. The way I see it is it's kind of a way, like on this channel, it's a way for you to support that effort of making those retro playthroughs modern again without having any kind of like active contribution during like a live stream or something like that. You can become a member there if you want. I'm not going to be actively tracking members over there. I'm not going to be actively having goals for members over there, all right? Basically, I think what I did is I threw together the DSP Throwback logo. I basically just colored it like 10 different ways, and those are the levels of membership. So level 1 membership, you get the first colored logo. Level 2, you get a silver logo. Level 3, you get a gold logo. Level 4, you get like, I don't know, a green logo. Level 5, it's blue. Level 6, it's purple, right? That's all I did. And again, much like this channel, there's no real benefits to being a member besides having that highlighted, you know, on your comments or in your stream chat for when I stream over there. By the way, I didn't even do multiple levels. I just threw it together this morning quick, and I said just one level. Now, I have the ability to add levels later, but I don't see the point because I don't have other things to offer you guys. You know, on DSP Reacts, the various membership levels make sense. Level 1, you get to nominate videos for the React show. Level 2, you get to ask me Q&A questions for the React show. And level 3, the ultra level member, you get your video watched for sure on the React show, right? Those levels make a lot of sense, right? But on the Throwback channel, considering the fact that I don't really have plans to implement various levels, I'm not going to do that. I just have one level of membership, and it's the same as the cost of a membership here, and it's the same as the cost of a membership over on DSP Reacts. I think it's like $3.99. And that's totally up to you. All I would say is that would definitely help that channel, all right? If you like that throwback content, you've been enjoying it for the week and a half that channel's been live, becoming a member over there would help. It would help, you know, for the efforts that I and of course my team. Because remember, it's not me. I'm not taking credit for this. That the whole editing the videos together and upscaling them, that's other people doing that, not me. I got the videos together. I'm the one who's, you know, titling them and promoting, but I'm not doing the editing work, right? So any support of that channel is much appreciated for all the hard work that's going into it, okay? So right now you can do super thanks on certain videos, but not all. Only the videos that are considered monetizable. So like Red Dead, you could do it, or certain parts of Final Fantasy 13, or you could become a channel member over there, and that would help the channel in general. Oh, by the way, there's 4 emotes available if you become a member over there. 2 of them are new emotes. It's actually me as Ryu and Ken from when I dressed up last year in Street Fighter 6. So it's actually genuinely 2 emotes you can't use, you know, anywhere else. But the thing is, like, I have no plans to do a ton of live streams or anything. So, I mean, will you be able to use the emotes? Yeah, in video comments. That's about it. So make no bones about it. If you contribute on that channel right now with a super thanks for a membership, you're just helping the channel. You're not getting much benefit out of it. I'm making that very transparent and upfront here. You're not getting any of the giant benefits that you would get. Like on this channel, you become a member, you're going to be able to use those emotes on every stream. And I stream twice a day, right? But over there, you know, it's going to be few and far between. I want to make that very clear so no one gets any feelings of like, oh, you know, I got ripped off or something because I didn't realize. No, you know, I have no active plans to do tiers. I have no active plans to give extra benefits. It's just if you want to support that channel's efforts, please do that. Now, my goal is that hopefully within a couple of weeks, the channel qualifies for ads. Then I can monetize the videos that are monetizable. Again, not every video will be monetizable because of the stupid copyright issues. But then there'll be some ads on the videos over there, and I'll, you know, make a little bit of revenue that way too. And then the channel will basically be kind of worth the effort, right? So let's see how it goes. Thank you in advance to anyone who heads over to DSP Throwback and watches the content, or now maybe goes above and beyond doing like a super thanks or becoming a member. I will think about possibly doing a live stream next week. And in fact, like I said, tonight I'm going to do a special video on that channel to announce this and to field ideas. Maybe I'll do a poll and say, hey, would you prefer to see a hangout session where we kind of just chill and talk about the old days on YouTube and maybe play like a retro game that you vote on? Or would you prefer to see me do a mini react stream where I react to one of these old playthroughs and the old commentary and stuff like that? Like, what would you like to see? And maybe that poll will determine what that first stream would actually be on DSP Throwback. Okay? So there you go. So that's the news for this morning. I apologize. I know I sound terrible. I am. My nose is all messed up. If I'm going to try to blow it right now, my sinus is completely swollen. I feel like shit. I got a headache. I just don't feel good because, like I said, I barely got any sleep last night, and I apologize for that. I hate it when there's stuff that's not controllable, personal stuff going on, and it affects my content. I hate that. I feel like I'll be better in a little bit. Like, over time, I'll feel better. But right now, I just feel like crap. I'm actually debating going and taking, like, one of my allergy pills, because usually those would help with my sinuses. I'm thinking maybe I should just pop an allergy pill and see if it, like, makes the swelling go down, because I just feel shitty, you know? This sucks. Hold on. Let me try to blow my nose.
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. Can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.